Throughout the course, we have been talking about turning data into information and knowledge, and how important that transformational process is for businesses to be able to formulate strategic plans, to reach out, market to new customers, to retain customers, to share information with the internal and external stakeholders. So for the final project in this class, we're going to be building a mobile app. And in order to build a mobile app, we need to decide, well, what is the theme, what is the purpose of the mobile app, what type of data can we import into the mobile app and turn into information so that the users of the mobile app can make knowledgeable decisions. Well, to get information and data into our mobile app, we're going to have to understand what RSS is. RSS is a lightweight, multi-purpose, extensible metadata description and syndication format. It's very similar to XML, or extensible markup language, is in that it has a very precise structure in which data is presented. At the very least, RSS is a document, a text document, that describes an informational channel, a channel that we are able to go out and retrieve information and data from a certain URL from a web server. So in the RSS file, we will see that the items that we're going to be presenting in the mobile app consists of a title, a link to that information somewhere on the internet on a particular server, and a brief description of that information. So RSS stands for really simple syndication. It allows you to syndicate your site content, and by syndicating site content we mean that you are able to then publish it for others to use on their devices. So this makes it a very easy way to share and view headlines and content with your customers, with your clients, with your suppliers. RSS files are automatically updated when the information is updated and loaded to the server. It also allows personalized views for different sites. So for instance, if you were a manufacturer of food products, you may have a particular site for people interested in pizza, another particular RSS feed for those who are interested in bistro cooking. And RSS, as I said previously in the other slide, it is written in XML. So let's take a look at what XML looks like. It's highly structured, and the reason it's structured in such a manner is so that it can be easily read cross-platform by RSS readers. It also will be able to be read in our mobile application. So when we look at this slide, we see that the information that is contained between the brackets are called tags. So the opening tag is XML, and that tells the RSS reader that this is highly structured data. The next tag is RSS tag, which says what type of RSS is this, and this happens to be 2.0. The original version was 1.0. The difference between the two is some structuring. The next and most important tag is channel. The channel tag is your channel to syndicate your information. The next tag is the title. Well, what is the title of the information you're presenting? Is it how to make a pizza? How to change oil in your automobile? Then the next tag is a descriptor. What is the description of the information that you will be looking at? The link tag says where will this information be coming from, and what is the last publication date. So by putting in the pub date as a tag, we always can be sure that we have the latest information delivered to our mobile device. When we look at the other tags, we see that there may be descriptor tags, a title of the information, additional links. We can also link to images. And then you will also note that as each tag is opened, it's also closed. To close a tag, you put in a backslash. If this is not properly formatted, RSS simply will not work. So RSS is about metadata that is highly structured. After you decide on the theme of your mobile app, the next job is to find data that will be imported into the mobile app and provide information to the user. There are many places on the internet you can find this data. One of the great places is data.gov. Data.gov is a website that was started during the Obama administration to make government data available to businesses and individuals. And since it opened up, many folks have gone out and used the Data.gov website to take the free data that is provided by the federal government and turn it into apps, and those apps have then been resold. So many entrepreneurs have built their businesses by using the free data at Data.gov. To get to Data.gov, you type in www.data.gov. This is the home page, and one of the links at the very top is data. So when you click on data, you can see that there are 98,843 data sets that you can choose from. Everything from forest to weather to safety to FAA. Almost every agency in the federal government has published some sort of data sets to Data.gov. So what you need to do is you need to decide, again, what is the theme of your app, what type of data are we going to bring into the app, and what's going to work. What is going to be importable into our mobile app. And what we're looking for is RSS feeds that are structured with a channel tag. So you can begin searching, going through relevance, name, date modified, popular, and begin looking at the type of information that is available. And is this information importable into the application that we're going to be designing for mobile apps? Another great place to find RSS feeds is simply to Google RSS feed. And when you Google RSS feed, you will see that many news organizations like ABC News, CNN, NASA, Apple, New York Times have RSS feeds that you can go out and collect information from for your app. For instance, here's one from the National Hurricane Center. And here are the different types of feed that NHC makes available. So it's really important to go in and inspect each of these to make sure that the information that is available is formatted properly. Well, here's a feed from the National Hurricane Center, and we see that the tag starts off as RSS, which is good. We have the channel tag. We have some images. We have some information being brought in. So this would work perfectly as information to bring into an app that may be about hurricane and weather on the east coast of the United States. After we have selected the theme of our mobile application and we've located data to bring into the application, as well as some other assets such as pictures, maps, links to a Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter account, it's time to put it all together into a mobile app. And one of the best ways to do that is an online resource provided by Conduit called mobile.conduit.com. You can sign up for a free account for the purposes of this class, or if you were a business that has additional pricing with additional services that are available, particularly for marketing. But for us, we're simply going to have a free application, and I'm already signed in. If you have not signed in or set up an account, you will be prompted to do so. As you can see, I'm working on an app called Penn State York. And when I click on Penn State York, it takes me to this page, again asking me if I would like to upgrade to a pay plan, which I don't need to do. It also says that I can develop this application for different platforms. But let's take a look at Edit. So I go to the very top, I click on Edit. And this is the design interface. And off to the right hand side, you can see there is a simulator, a 4G phone simulator. So whether or not you have a 4G phone, you will be designing your app on the simulator, publishing the app, and then you'll be able to see it on your own phone. If you don't have a 4G phone, that's fine. All projects will be presented in class through the simulator. The first screen you see is a photo album that I have imported. And as you click on the photo album, you will see scenes from our last commencement ceremonies on campus. You can see I'm still working on the screen about us. I have imported a picture. I have linked to a map showing directions to the campus. I have also linked to a Facebook feed so that as we publish new information to our Facebook page, it appears in my app. And I can choose to bring in custom assets such as other feeds, video, Instagram. And I can also bring in, this is information coming in from Twitter. And as I scroll down, you can see that I also have some XML feeds. So let's look at our XML feed. And it takes a second to load because it's actually going out to the server to look for the XML feed. And there it is. Now, I didn't find an XML or an RSS feed just for Penn State York, so for the purposes of demonstration for this class, I went out and I have an XML feed coming in from a website that I found at data.gov about healthy eating. Over here to the left-hand side, you see that you can add content. You can add social content, general content, including the RSS feeds, which we'll be finding either through Googling for RSS feeds or through data.gov. You can add photos, you can add videos, you can add maps, you can even add click-to-call on your phone forms for submission. Now for this class, we're not going to use forms as well as email us because we do not have a back-end server working on this because this is a free app. So as you begin to design your app and you think about what pages I want, do I want photos, do I want maps, where's my RSS feed going to go, am I going to have additional multimedias, you can simply add additional pages as you go along and build your app online. You can also edit online as I showed. There are also style options that are available. You can change the background. And of course, if you had a paid account, you would be able to, again, have many more options. But there are color themes that are available for you to use for your text. There are also image options where you can actually upload an image. And then you can actually type in some information if you don't want to bring it in through an RSS feed. When it's finished, you can save it. You can go back and edit your app. And if you choose to, you can actually submit it to either Google Play or App Store, such as Apple or Amazon. And you can have them conduit submitted for you. So that's where we're going to go. We're going to first decide on the theme of our mobile app. We're going to go out and look for data as well as other assets to build our app. And when it comes time to build the app, we're going to go to mobile.conduit.com, put the assets together, design and publish our app.